What is up, jabronis? JJ back here with the crew. Ali Mac, Mangone, Uncle T, Snyder, and special guest, Kurt. So I guess I deserved that. Kurt, any reason why you wanted to join the show today?
It's my favorite show to watch. You guys are always fun. It's like a reality show. It's good vibes. I'm usually the most lively one in the chat, so I figured let's get out of the chat room and let's get on here.
Love it.
Pick some winners.
Love it. You know the show format. Like we don't have to explain anything to you, right?
No idea.
Great, fantastic. Okay, so we will move forward. I love the jersey. I love how it's like kind of spread out. You know, like me and Uncle T all monotone. The two good-looking folks in the middle, and then we got the Jersey Shore on the right. It's just kind of a perfect breakdown. Anybody want to talk on how their weeks went last week? I feel like Ali had like 12 T20s, so one of them had to hit, right?
I didn't have a good week last week. My one top 20 hit, so, but it's still, still some money in the DraftKings account, so whatever.
Love it, Mangone. You look awfully confident today. Coming off a big week.
No, not coming off a big week. I mean, coming off the Abe answer WD. I mean, I woke up dead, but hey, I wanted to make sure that Kurt, it's his first time here. We know Kurt is known to be, a bit of an alpha, but no, this is not your show to be an alpha, Kurt. Okay, sit in the back seat and you got to earn it. So excited to have him on. Excited to see Uncle T back. I love having him on the show. Always supports me. It's nice having Snyder for the course breakdown, and Ali Mack is here.
Awesome. Mangone touched on everybody there. I will say this, Kurt. The books were very incorrect. There was high odds that you were showing up here sleeveless. So nice work. Nice work.
I love the underdogs.
And instead, of course, Snyder Mangone fill those voids. So you love to see it. Uncle T, you're a little quiet over there. Anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, I actually messaged Kurt earlier. I said the odds were heavily in your favor to come on sleeveless. So why don't you go the opposite way so that I can cash my bet? And Kurt happily obliged. He's got some sleeves on. Kurt, thank you very much. I can go to the window with that bet. But, no, great to be back on with you guys. I was a little golf trip last weekend and didn't get to see a whole lot of the U.S. Open, and it's probably a good thing. I didn't have the best week. Wasn't a bad week, but didn't have the best week. I didn't have a whole lot of Fitzpatrick, so had 3 or 4 of those guys on the +4 cut line. So wasn't the greatest week for Uncle T, but, hey, we're going to go back at it this week and pick some winners.
Love it. And last but not least, Snyder, anything you want to talk about last week and then slide right into the course breakdown?
Yeah, it was a pretty good week for me last week. I was overweight on all the guys up top, but Brian Harmon really hurt my feelings. He shot 11 over, I think, on the weekend, and Davis Riley, I had both of those guys on my main team. Was very hurtful and very costly, but I still had a pretty good week. It was like 4 or 5x, so I got to take that. But jumping into the course preview this week, we're here at TPC River Highlands this week. It's a par 70, very short course, 6,800 yards. It's the 4th shortest course on tour. Golfers are going to see a smaller than average green size, around 5,000 square feet on average. But these greens will be a little bit bigger than the previous 2 weeks we've seen there. This is going to be a Pete Dye course here. Pete Dye course here. What's that?
Carry away. Sorry.
That's all good, man. Pete Dye course here this week. Second shot track. We're going to have about 69 bunkers littering the property. 5 holes. We're going to have water in play. The greens here are going to be pretty easy to hit. So looking for approach play, you got to find the fairway off the tee. The greens in regulation here is right around an average of 70% of people hit these greens. So you're going to need to get a hot putter. Wedge play, short iron play is going to be at a premium here. The rough is going to be at around 4 inches tall. But they had a kind of a rough and cold spring, and the rough is just now starting to wake up leading up into this event. So the rough isn't going to be as bad as it normally has been. Both par 5s are reachable in 2 here. The 15th hole is going to play as a short par 4, measuring around 296, right around 296 to 300 yards, depending on where they put the tee. So that'll be a drivable hole. The final 3 holes are going to play as the toughest 3 holes on the course as well. Should add some fuel to some drama down the stretch here. Some key stats I'll be looking at: strokes gained approach, birdies are better percentage, opportunities gained, strokes gained off the tee. Par 4s, 400 to 450. There's 8 of those. That's going to be the majority of the holes here, and strokes gained putting.
Love it as always, Snyder. Nobody does it better. Kurt, you have your hand up apparently.
Yeah. How many bunkers are there, Snyder?
69.
All right, just wondering.
Nice.
DFS pricing supposedly is juicy or tasty this week. I suspect Ali Mack jumped into the DFS streets, maybe, possibly. Oh, Kurt, you know what? How about you start the fucking DFS streets?
Yeah.
I knew Kurt was coming, and I was like, if I do DFS picks, it's gonna be so long. So
The floor is. You know what's funny? Every time I make Kurt the screen, all he's doing is flexing. He's not even talking. I love it. All right, so Kurt, anything for DFS from you?
I mean, yeah. So Ali's giving me the format today. So DFS, we got like our play, and then we got a value play. I'm going Neiman up here at the top. Most of these par fours, 400 to 450. He's 8th in strokes gained there. And then on the approach shots, 125 to 175 is what we're looking for. He's top 10 in that category, and he was 3rd tee to green in this field. It's a good course fit, so I'm going Neiman. And Sanjay just withdrew, so therefore it takes another guy out. So Neiman will probably be a little more chalkier now.
wait, what?
Yeah, M withdrew.
Sanjay M withdrew. That's a tough scene.
Yeah. So
No.
Gonna be that 5% that was going to Sanjay is probably just going to go to Neiman. So that's
Hopefully, I'm fading both of those guys.
That's
That's poor. That is bad karma right there. Big Kurt comes on. Hey, hold on. Kurt comes on first show. Hey, I like Neiman. Snyder follows it up. Hey, I'm glad I wasn't on either one of them guys anyway. I mean,
Just giving Kurt shit.
Kurt, that's
you
hurtful.
actually don't have any Neiman?
Oh, probably not.
No.
It's a weird range, but and then for value, I'm going Svensson.
That's
Good on short
Svens-
backs.
with a V. Svensson.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what about Svensson? I know you love some Svensson, Snyder.
I think he's a solid value play this week. Yeah, I like him.
He can get some birdies and he's good on short tracks. Give me some Svensson, 68. He'll be kind of
Yeah, he's solid.
Sub 10.
Okay. So Mangone, who looks more confident than ever as the show goes on. Who do we like for DFS?
Yeah, DFS at the top, my number one guy. You know, everyone talks about Rory and Scheffler being great. Well, don't sleep on Sam Burns. Sam Burns has been awesome this year. Also, sometimes like these shorter tracks, when you got like a hitter that's kind of longer like Sam Burns, they can really just take advantage of it and just like absolutely dominate it. He's got great accuracy as well. I love this spot for Sam Burns, so definitely loading up on him. And then a cheap option that I'm looking to go to, good iron player, getting some pretty good odds as well over at Vegas, which I kind of like looking at with some of these 7K guys. I'm going with Cameron Tringale. Played pretty good at the major. On top of that, again, a good approach player. That's what I'm looking for. I want ball strikers. I want the approach guys. So I'm going with Cameron Tringale, hoping he gets the job done for me here at that 7.4K price tag.
Ali, who did Mangone say he was going with?
I don't know, but I had JM as my outright, and I'm trying to do some research right now to add some different content to the show because clearly he's not going to be there this week. So,
well,
please
I mean,
say bye.
Thankfully you got saved for picking Sung Jae-im. I mean, it was a loser right away, so you should just be thankful you got a new one out.
Whoa. Let's stop the Asian hate. Let's stop the Asian hate right now.
Hey, Kurt, calm down there. I have an Asian as one of my outrights, so there's no Asian hate, okay? So you better make sure you mix one in there too as well.
I'm back on.
Where's my guy Glock when we need him? Uncle T. Who do we like? Oh, he's on the phone. What a fucking disaster!
He's on the phone with Comcast. I get it.
You love to see it. You love.
Ali's trying to contact me right now. It's my segment, Ali. Can you hold on? All right. So my top DFS guy, Dunkel, I am going to skip the top two ranges. I am going down into the 8K range that I think is loaded this week. And I'm going to grab Snyder's guy from last week that was very hurtful, Brian Harmon. Nice little flop lag, even though he did make the cut. He was bad on the weekend, like he said, but this course sets up really nicely for him. Short track, hit the fairways, hit the greens. He's got 3 top 8s the last 4 trips here. So I'm going to go with Brian Harmon, but I do like a lot of these 8K guys for DFS purposes. And then for my value guy, I'm going down next to where Tringale was. I love the Tringale call. Mangone. I like Mackenzie Hughes at the same price, 7,400. I think this is a course that Mackenzie Hughes should play well for the similar reasons. Just hit the fairways, hit the greens, and actually I've got him in my core this week. Love it.
Kurt, quick question for you. What exactly is in that big jug? Is it just like straight protein powder? Like no liquid, just straight powder.
This
Snyder.
much milk.
Easy with the measurements there, Kurt.
Snyder, I saved the best for last. Who do you like in DFS?
No surprise here. I'm going to go with the guy that nobody ever wants to play, and the dude just keeps printing every week, week in and week out. He's always up at the top. Scotty Scheffler might not. I was hoping he's going to be under 10%, but he might break 10% now that Justin Thomas is out. But Rory McIlroy, as I like to call him, him and Xander and Cantlay are all going to see quite a bit more ownership than Scotty still. 11-2, nobody wants to play the highest price. That's good stuff. But like always, nobody's going to want to spend up for Scotty with a couple other guys right below him. They're equal talents, I'll say. Rory's going to be very popular. Cantlay's going to be very popular. And Xander, I expect to be really popular as well. I do like Mangone's guy this week as well. I'm going to be on him. I was hoping he was going to be under 10% as well, but I think he's going to pop above 10% now with the JT news. Going down to the value range, though, I'm going to go right back to my guy, Mr. Chris Goddard, up down there at 6'4". Pretty much free there. He was 43rd at the U.S. Open last week. He was good. He was really good at the Puerto Rican Open. I think he made like 19 birdies in that event. In his first PGA event, got 7th in that place. At the Canadian Open, didn't do well. Had a very, very tough time making putts inside 10 feet there. Missed about 13 of them, I think. Missed the cut on it was like 2. It was right on the number or 2 off the cut line there. Played well last week at the U.S. Open. Hopefully people stay off him. I'm going to be right back on him this week.
I love that. Gosh. Too much.
Question, Snyder. Silly question. How do you spell Goddard?
Gotterup.
So Goddard.
Just how it sounds, JJ. Sound it out.
That's a tough. That's a fucking toughie. All right. So let's go over to outrights. Allie has a big smile on her face, so hopefully she struck gold. Allie, for your outright, I know our friend Sanjay withdrew on us, but
I know.
you're always prepared with backups.
Yes. Well, so I was originally liking Davis Riley. I had him as my top 20 for this show, but I moved Davis Riley back up to my outright. You know, he finished tied for 31st last week, which we saw wasn't an easy one, but before that, he had 6 consecutive top 20 finishes, so clearly he's in good form. I think he plays some of the best golf on shorter courses, which this week is a short course, as we know, 6,800 yards and change. He has the 10th highest birdie average on tour. The around the greens could be alarming, which is something that we are looking at this week, but I think with his recent form, I'm not too scared of that. You know, over the last 24 rounds, 5th in total strokes gained, 19th on approach, 13th in putting in the field. So let's go Davis Riley.
For somebody who had to adjust on the fly, that was not bad. Why the fuck does he keep leaving and coming back?
I don't know.
Are you all right?
I literally don't know. Like, my Wi-Fi is fine now. Just keep, it does a swirl and then turns sideways.
Behind you's giving me like paranormal activity vibes. Like somebody's just gonna pop out of a wall or some shit. It's nice and dark. The lighting could be better. Mangone, can you even see Kurt with your sunglasses on? It's just dark.
Yeah, no, I can see Kurt. He looks phenomenal, but I'm confused why his camera keeps changing too. It's very, very confusing and not a great first time showing for Kurt over there.
Mangone, who's your outright?
All right, outright for me. Listen, you got to price shop this one. I always like talking about it, and there was a big gap on this one. You go to the DraftKings Sportsbook, Mito Pereira is 30-1.
Don't do it, Mangone. You're taking mine.
Kurt, listen, I'm the captain now, okay? You're the one who keeps getting kicked out of the show. It's your first time. Adjust on the fly like Ali Mack, okay? I'm getting Mito Pereira, good iron player. This is a great chance at a win for him. On top of that, You get him at 46-1 on the FanDuel Sportsbook, not the 30-1 price, 46-1. That's a huge difference. Love Mito here in this spot, taking him as my option, and Kurt's got some work to do here in the next couple of minutes.
I like Mito this week. I think last week's miscut gave him like a bad number this week. I could be wrong on that, but I like Mito as well. So I'm backing you on that.
All right, Dunkel, can I change my pick?
You can. However, I used to. So Best Pie Eater has been around for a few years now. I think that Mangone Burner, maybe. What do we think?
No,
Slappy.
That's Dunkel. That's way too much work. I told you I want to get on out of here, man. I got golf simulators to hit. I got to own Big T, and we're never getting out of here with Kurt just flipping upside down every second.
How did it happen again? I can't. Snyder, who's your outright?
For my outright, I'm going to go with Seamus Power this week. I'm really high on him this week. He excels on these shorter, easier courses, and he's been playing very well at the majors, back-to-back top 15s the last two majors. I love attacking Seamus on these shorter courses where there's easy to make birdies. He can just light it up with the putter. I like Seamus Power at 46-1 over on FanDuel.com.
46.
I like him too.
Why is DraftKings odds so terrible? Hate to see it.
He opened at 28 there, and he dropped to 26 over there, which is kind of crazy.
FanDuel doesn't even have top 20s this week.
They do.
Uncle T,
they have it.
outright?
Yeah,
Did we
they do.
get Mangone, or did we get Snyder's low guy though, or not?
We do the low guy after.
Oh, I apologize. This
Yeah,
is my
that's okay.
first
You have
time
to
on
ask
the
the same
show.
question every week.
This is my first time on the show. Apologize. For my guy up top this week, I'm gonna eat some chalk. I'm gonna eat it in DFS, and I actually bet it yesterday at 16-1. He's down to 12-1. Patrick Cantlay. I think Cantlay is gonna get it done this week. People are gonna go up top to Chef and Rory, and I don't blame them. But Patrick Cantlay, 4 straight top 15s here. He finished what was it here? T2 at the Heritage, T3 at the Memorial, T14 last week. He's in form, loves the course. I am going to go with Cantlay. Let me give it to you, JJ. 12-1 on DK, 13-1 on FanDuel right now, but
FanDuel
numbers
crushing
going the wrong way. But
yeah, FanDuel crushing these odds. Uncle T, let's stay with you because Kurt's currently MIA. Your long shot value.
yeah, longer shot value this week. I like Mackenzie Hughes. I mentioned him in the DFS portion. I also like him as a good value. 80-1 on DK, 90-1 on FanDuel. I just think that's too long of a price on Mackenzie Hughes this week. Also like Tringali right above him. So both of those guys, but Mackenzie Hughes will be my official pick.
Awesome. Snyder, who's your long shot?
I'm going to go with I gave out a different long shot on the Tuesday show. I'm going to go a different direction this time. I'm going to go with a guy that's got better odds than I think he should have. Webb Simpson at 65-1 for Webb Simpson. I really like when he comes to the shorter par 70s. I mean, that's kind of Webb's bread and butter. Hasn't played here since 2018, but when he did play here, he had a lot of success here. So I like Webb Simpson at 65-1 to win this week.
Love it. What's up, Yeezy? Mangone, long shot.
Yeah, well, Kurt was wondering when the Asians were going to be dropped. Here we go. 80-1, Siwoo Kim. He is on for me as a long shot. Great Pete Dye design player. In the past, he's been pretty well. Hasn't been as good lately, but I'm leaning on him here. 80-1 is a pretty good price. We know he has a ton of upside. He's won a bunch on tour. It's not like this guy's never won before. He can seal the deal. So give me Siwoo Kim as my outright at 80-1.
Love it. Allie Mack, who's your long shot?
I'm going with Brendan Steele, 65-1. This is a course that favors strong irons play, and he's a guy that's coming in hot, getting 5 shots in the field on approach at the Memorial. I also like the course history here. Miscut last year, but 2 top 10s, 5 top 20s. Last 24 rounds, first in ball striking, first off the tee, 11th in approach. So give me Brendan Steele, 65-1.
Love it. Kurt, we get a double whammy from you here. We get your outright and your long shot. A lot of pressure.
I had to adjust a little bit. First of all, I do have outrights on Riley. Like I texted my dad as soon as the round ended for the U.S. Open. I was like, Davis Riley, if he's in the field next week, I'm taking him to win. He's going to win the tournament. He's going to do for a win. So I got that. But I had to switch up a little bit because I also like the young guy, Pereira. So I'm going Jordan Spieth 20-1. Plays good after majors. He's won this tournament before. Short track. Give me Jordan 20-1. I wish I could give you longer odds, but that's what we're going with.
You're in the wheelhouse. And who do you want for a long shot?
Long shot? No one's taking him. This is a TPC course, and we didn't take TPC Lee 90-1. KH Lee, he has gotten last year. He exploded on Sunday. Charted like an 80 on Sunday. Did terrible. Would have got like T10. 2019, he got 13th. This guy is built for TPC courses. He's built for short tracks. He's Asian. He's my 90-1 long shot. KH Lee. And he might even ship it. He might go back to back. He might win this year, then next year.
Kurt, can I take my Asian versus your Asian?
No, because Siwoo is a better player. He's a better talent. He's more talented. So
Man.
What are we eating, Allie?
That's okay. There's Uncle T. Uncle T, did you see that back pedal from Kurt there?
I love Swedish fish.
Me too. They're my favorite.
What's that, Mangone?
Did you see Kurt backpedal there? He said,
"Yeah, I actually did. He adjusted very nicely on the fly there."
What do you mean? I just want him. I want him heads up. Your guy's 65-1. Mine's 80-1. I have the worst play. My play is worse technically.
90-1.
I thought he was 65-1 on the DK book. Didn't I see that?
DK
is 90 on FanDuel.
In there, terrible.
Oh, of course, but I'm just saying, like, technically, if you're going on the DK book, that your guys got the better odds. I mean, I'm just saying. They're the same exact price, 7.6K, 7.6K. I mean, is that much better, Kurt? Like, I mean, you're using the measuring stick. Is it this much better? Is it this much better? What is it?
I gave it back because it's 90-1. It's a long shot.
I'm sure I could find Siwoo Kim at 100-1. He was 100-1 like literally 2 hours ago in the line change. So I'm sure I could go on to any other book. Just keep going to the bushes, Kurt. Backpedal back. Homer Simpson.
Uncle T.
We'll see Sunday. We'll see.
Uncle T. Actually, to be honest, a quick shout. Allie Mack has really kept her composure on this show. There's been a lot going on. She's been relatively calm under pressure. Kudos over there. Uncle T, you've also been pretty calm, which is why we're going to start with you on T20s.
I mean, if I'm being honest, Kurt's giving me a lot of anxiety with his camera, so I'm trying not to.
It's these Gen Zs and the drama. Uncle T, outright.
Yeah, I will say this: me below Allie here. I've got my pink and white Titleist Pro V1 hat, and it matches nicely with Allie's top.
And you know what, Uncle T? Dunkel said it earlier. He said the two best looking people in the middle. I think now it's the
there
two
you
best
go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, for my top 20 this week, I am going to go with a couple. I got two guys here. We've mentioned them both. I've got Brian Harmon plus 170 to T20 on DK Sportsbook. I've also got a T20 on Davis Riley at the same number, plus 170. So I'm going to give you both Dunkel this week because I do have bets on both of those at the moment.
Some people refer to him as Big Balls Harmon, Uncle T.
Listen, Dunkel and I filmed the top 20 video this week, today, actually, and his pick was Brian Harmon. My pick was Sung J M. So we're going to have to refilm this, but Dunkel's also on Brian Harmon, Uncle T. So.
What do we do here, Dunkel?
Snyder.
Everybody's aligning.
Snyder. I don't know if I like Harmon anymore. Snyder, T20.
I'm going to go down the board a little bit. I'm going to go with the long shot I gave on the DFS show last night. I'm going to go with Brendan Todd here, plus 330 to top 20 here. He's got a pair of top 15s and a 30th in 3 of his last 4 trips here. Really good at Valero, 8th at Valero, 26th at the Heritage. Then enters off a 13th place finish at the Canadian Open. He was 3rd at the Schwab as well, so I like Brendan Todd at plus 330. Wake up, Mangone. Bonus play, Bo Hostler, plus 400.
I'm awake. I just want to clarify. I'm trying to change my top 20 because it's like in line with Kurt's outright. It's aligned with Allie's top 20. So I don't want Dunkel to get upset with me. I don't want him to
go
be
with
like,
Hostler then. That was going to be my second one.
I would never, Travis. Fire away.
It was Speed?
Hostler at plus 400. I like him too.
Mangone, fire away. What are fucking depth? Fire away T20.
Yeah, we're going on the fly here because I'm not giving Davis Riley. I can't. Allie talked too much about him. So did Kurt. I just can't do it. So we're going to grab a different one. And the one we're going to go with, because I was looking at some down the board a little bit before. Who's the guy I want to go with that I noticed? I'm blanking on it here, Dunkel. No, I can't go with him. Let's go with this guy. Kurt flipping, Allie just freaking out. This is too good. But my guy that I'm going to...
It's like he wants us to call him out because every 3 seconds he flips to the side and then removes himself and then comes back in.
All right, well, I'm going with Denny McCarthy. He's plus 200 to top 20. He's been playing some good golf. Get a good putter too as well. You want to ride these hot streaks with some of these guys sometimes. So let's go with Denny McCarthy. I'm not going with Davis Riley because I'm worried Ali Mack and Kurt have jinxed him. So we're going with Denny McCarthy.
Big Dick Denny. Love to see it. Ali, T20.
Yep. Well, I put out my video today. What?
Continue. Sorry.
I'm so confused.
Fire fucking away, T20.
I'm going with Aaron Weiss plus 180. Top 10 in ball striking over the last 24 rounds. He is someone that sure knows how to use those irons, which is huge. Fifth on approach as well. I don't think that fall on the leaderboard last week was an indication of his recent form. So I'm going to go with Aaron Weiss here as my top 20 pick plus 180 on DraftKings.
Way to hold it together. Kurt,
what?
T20.
I like the best pie eater. He put one in chat. I like where he's at there as well. Bang.
Oh, it's plus 250. Okay.
Wow.
Kurt. Are you? I mean, are you able to? Can we? We can't even hear.
Oh, here we go with the audio.
Is he on mute?
First of all, Todd, I'm fucking the most sober person on this show right now. Okay, I'm dealing with just a disaster. Okay, we're trying to move it along. We are trying.
Focus.
Right. Okay, back to focusing. Ali,
Well, he's not. Yeah. All right.
your favorite matchup?
Yeah. We're gonna go with Tony Finau versus Seamus Power. I'm gonna take Seamus Power here minus 102 on FanDuel. I'm sorry. 3 consecutive missed cuts for Finau. Seamus finished top 20 here last year, tied for 19th to be exact. And across the board, Finau looks a lot better in some key stats here over the last 24 rounds, but I'm relying on some course history this week, so I'm going to stick with the trend and take Seamus Power over Tony Finau.
Oh, excellent.
7 times the charm.
Travis,
What?
Shit face.
Oh.
Travis, favorite matchup?
Yeah, I mean, this would have made for good content. When I heard Ali say Finau and Lowry, I was like, please say Finau, because I'm betting against Finau. So instead, I'm arm in arm with Ali. I'm not going with Lowry, though. I'm going with Mito. I get him at plus 100.
Lowry even in the field?
Isn't that who you said? You said Lowry. Who did you say?
Seamus Power, the other Irish.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you, which I'm just returning the favor for what you did to me.
It's an Irishman, though, so you were in the
It's true. I was close. But, yeah, I really like Mito against Finau. And the reason why I really like Mito against Finau is because a lot of what you said, he's missed a ton of cuts. Sometimes on these, like, accuracy courses, like, if Finau's on, he's on. He can be hot and easily can get to top 10, top 5. But when he's off, man, like, it can sometimes be a disaster. And this is where those missed cuts can come, and he can really just not be as sharp. And I think it's the perfect spot for Mito. Finau has not played as well at this course as well. So I'm definitely on Mito at plus 100 over Tony Finau.
Love it.
I was going to take that one, but I ended up, that was on DraftKings. I ended up doing the one on FanDuel at Seamus Power, but.
There we go. You love to see it. Arm in arm with Ali Mack.
Snyder, favorite matchup?
Yeah, I'm gonna have some correlation with Mangone's outright here with my matchup. I like Sam Burns in every all the markets, betting, DFS, all that this week. I think he's gonna come in at about half the ownership of Cantlay and Xander in there. So I'm gonna double down with my matchup bet and take Burns minus 108 versus Xander Schauffele. Burns has just been on a roll this year. He's got 3 wins on the year. He could slide under the radar, like I just mentioned. He's bettered his finish in the last 3 years at this course. Finished 13th last year. I think he's a much better player this year, so I like Sammy Burns there. Versus Xander, who I typically don't like to play Xander in these easier tracks, birdie fest. I like playing Xander on the tougher, more grinded out courses. So I'm going to double down with my Sammy Burns leverage there against Xander.
Love it, Snyder. Uncle T, how's your anxiety levels right now?
It's wonderful.
Love it. Love it.
We got Kurt back. That's
Kurt's
always a
good.
good thing.
Kurt's in good shape. He
Well,
can't
he's
hear.
on
He's in
mute
good
still,
shape.
but that's a good thing because it's not his segment.
No,
I'm
he's
going.
not on mute. His microphone just doesn't work.
Well, thanks, Hallie, for letting us know that.
Okay.
How do you know that his microphone don't work?
Because one time it took us 25 minutes to try and film a Bank on It episode because his microphone wouldn't work. I was on the phone with Simon. Poor Simon. Couldn't figure it out either.
I wasn't going to go there, Dunkel, but now that Allie mentioned Bank on It, Allie, what is Uncle T and Allie Mac's record on Bank on It?
We are.
What's
I
my
think we're
record on it?
Excuse me?
The
We didn't
records
ask you,
don't,
Kurt.
the
Me and
records
Allie,
don't
2-0.
really count. Yeah.
2-0, and
No,
I still haven't gotten invited back, Dunkel. That's all I want to know.
No, I asked him last week, but he said let's do it after vacation. So why don't you tell the people that?
I don't really recall that, but
Kurt,
I've
Hopefully
been
we
drinking.
can't, we can't bank on Kurt's technology over there. It's
No.
not that we
Yeah,
should do
can I
that.
We
get that?
definitely
He was just
Can I
yelling.
go MIA again? I got 2. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give him real quick because I'm probably about to lose the connection again. I'm going.
I can't even hear him.
Damn, he's just.
Hey, so this is a golf show. You guys have heard of the term one and done? It's going to be one and done for Kurt on this show.
Kurt, Fred, now just
Whose
DM me.
idea was
Webcam. I'll get you a webcam. We'll get you a microphone. Don't worry, we'll get you. We'll get you hooked up.
Oh, man.
That was fantastic. Uncle T, sorry, did you even give a matchup?
I have not given it yet. I'm going to go with Mackenzie Hughes minus 115 over Jason Kokrak over on, I believe it was FanDuel, minus 115 over Kokrak. I think Kokrak is one of the worst DFS plays this week. I think he's one of the worst plays on the board. He has got one eye, if not one foot out the door to the Live Tour, and he's horrible at this course, been in not great form. And I think he's checked out. So I got Mackenzie Hughes minus 115 over Kokrak this week as my top matchup.
Love it.
You
Love
are
it.
big
And,
on Mackenzie Hughes this week.
Just got his six-pack. Who's the host? Why so many people tonight? Joe, I don't know if you join this show often or if this is your first time. If this is your first time, I apologize. I apologize. Kurt, welcome back. You were saying something before you cut off.
Who's lending him back in this show?
Hey, Allie, shut up. Shut your mouth.
His
Talking,
face.
we can't even see him move. It's incredible.
All right. So, final notes. Oh,
Your
Kurt, sorry.
name.
Y'all can hear me.
His face is frozen. Uncle T, final notes.
Yeah. The week after a major usually is a little lighter, right? I think there's still some big prize pools out there this week. So I like the teams. I like the build DFS wise of grabbing 2, if not 3 of these 8K guys with maybe a shuffler and a couple of the 8K guys, or can't lay in a couple of the 8K guys, and totally skipping the 9K range is my my kind of game plan as far as DFS this week.
Awesome. I'm not sure. Is he referencing you here, Uncle T?
Oh, yeah. Everybody thinks I like Lahiri. Lahiri is always fine at that price tag. He's always going to be cheap, and he's been playing some good golf, so no problems with him.
Looks like Kurt, is that the bazooka guy? Rosenhausen?
Yeah.
You know what,
Yes.
Snyder? Final notes on the course or anything for that matter?
Yeah, just looking forward to this event. I really like the pricing for this event. So I'm going to be diving right back in. We'll be over on the Mayo Media Network for showdown shows Thursday and Friday, and then we'll have the premium show on Saturday as well. So head over and check out all the showdown content. We'll have the playbook, core plays, and all that up on the website as well.
Love it. Love it. Thanks, Snyder. And Mangone, final notes from you.
Yeah, I got nothing creative for you. Hoping to have a good DFS week. I feel pretty confident. Like the guys I'm spending on. Just got to mix in the value plays properly and find some low-owned gems and then just, chip it. So good luck to everyone this week.
Love it. Allie, final notes?
Is Kurt going to be on next week? Wait, actually, no.
We love Kurt, and we won't be standing for Kurt slander on this show. So
No, I actually won't be here next week. I will be in California. But
we might need Kurt next week because I won't be here either. I'll be in Sarasota.
Uh-oh.
Can't wait. Kurt, just DM me.
Mangone and Kurt will man the fort.
I may dial in from the beach.
Yeah, if Snyder, if you're not here this week, I'm definitely out next week too. We'll just have JJ.
I'll be here. I'll be here for the people.
I'll just ask everybody who's not on the show, and nobody will answer the questions. It'll be fantastic. Kurt, final notes. Your first time on the show. How was your experience?
Of course.
Love to see it.
Oh, and his face is frozen again. And Mangone got disconnected. What is?
I'm good. My camera's acted up a little bit on the other shows, but we made it through this show almost till the end. I just want to be more like Kurt. You know what I mean? I don't want to make him feel left out. I just want to make sure he understood that you're not the only one that's having some technical difficulties here, Kurt.
Look, if you notice anything, it's 3 feet Kurt.
This was a great show all around. Keep up the good work, everybody. Fucking tastic. Folks, as always, gamble responsibly, stay safe, and yes, run pure. Very few, if any of us, will be back next week. But stay tuned 2 weeks from now for the next show, potentially.